Alright, so now that the weed whacking is done, I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what's actually in the center area and give you my thoughts on what I want to do with it. So right here in the front, we have the spindly looking, it's either a white pine or a red pine. A lot of what's in here doesn't get a lot of sunlight, so I'm going to have to kind of mastermind what I can put in here that's going to do well in the shade. So there's lots of overgrowth, obviously. This looks to be either a burning bush. I'm not sure what else this could be. I don't know if this is just, I don't know, just an overgrown tree. But there are a lot of other like young trees that need to come out. And then all of this I plan on weed whacking down. These are just some wild phlox that have shot up everywhere. Next year I might try to condense those down to one area because there's a whole bunch of them right here as well that are just spent for the season. So I'm gonna take those down to ground level and then just wait till next year to decide what I want to do with that. But in here we have a nice bed of elephant ear hostas. I don't think it's a great spot being between this big spruce we have here, and then there's also this big huge maple, which we have considered taking down. Not quite sure yet if we are. But anyways, I want to get these condensed and more localized so they just look more tidy and pretty. So there's a big group of them over there that need to be groomed, and then this big bunch. And then of course we have this big spruce in the middle, which at the moment is being overtaken by this huge grapevine. We kind of discussed leaving the grapevine, but I think eventually it would end up destroying this pine. So it's going to be a lot of work getting down all these grapevine. But, I mean, they're just wild grapes. I don't know if they're good for eating. Maybe wine making. I'm not sure. Other than that, we have our only good apple tree, which isn't producing flowers or fruit. So I'm thinking I might need more apple trees on the property. And everything in this bed is going to need a lot of fertilization. And then we have this tree, which my boyfriend discussed wanting to take this down just because it's just not very appealing to the eye. And then I have my sunflowers that are spent for the season, so these are going to get mowed down. I'll probably just leave them in the bed for the fall, and maybe I'll get some volunteer sunflowers next year. And then to end the bed, we have another spruce right here, which nothing in this bed is looking great. So I don't know if it just is lacking some nutrients and everything needs to be just fertilized really well. But then it's surrounded by this really nice rock retainer wall, which needs to be uncovered. There's lots of overgrowth of grass. And I more than likely will try to recenter some of these stones and make it look a little bit more uniform. So yeah, that's what we're working with.